I was like looking at my donation decklist queue and I was like, I should probably play some of these modern decks. And then I like looked at the GP OKC results and I was just like, nah, we're gonna play more Legacy this morning. No, zero desire to play. Man, this hand is lit. What you got? Basic land. It's rude. Speaking of miracles, I'm believing miracles. The old 0012 pair down. A true Magic Online classic. Grab UC. Never not Deathrite on one. Hey, Griffinson with the 6-month 3 subscription. Welcome to the Diamond Sub Club. I do appreciate it. Welcome back. Morning, Shadow Warrior. All right, another land. Well, that makes this Brainstorm great. It's going to start with that. Wow, that's rancid. Guess I'm throwing these back. Cast this Delver. My body is ready to Daze this counterspell. I'm glad I kept this Wasteland. Nope. I'm gonna pick this one back up. I think holding this lightning bolt up does much for us. I'm just gonna go ahead and attack here. No, but we'll get there. We'll certainly get there. Because, well, it is objectively the best deck in the format. The Council's Judgment, sure. This guy's got to vote. Vote Deathrite Shaman 2017. Nope. That's sad. Let's do that. Drawing a lot of land so far this game. Hopefully I have another non-basic to play out. It's not a fetch land, so we can take them off of that too. Another Brainstorm would be nice. Throw this back. Tilt. Plays basic lands through opponent. I would not like to reveal that one. Play this. Stack for 1. Delvers are real bad this morning. Look, credit to the casters. I feel like the casters at the Grand Prix did a good job with the crap matches of Magic that they were covering. I think Tombstalker is great over Angler. I think it's very, very good. I would love to reveal this Ponder and I would love to draw it. Are we just on the Protect the Queen plan? I think we are. I think we're just like play this Wasteland and pass, just like holding this Ponder for this force. It's a big Delver. Yeah, it's a good way to put it. You know, I probably should have played this because I'm going to need double black for this. We're going to force this Terminus here. And then when they fight over it, we'll hopefully resolve this Tombstalker. I'm actually, so I haven't tweeted about it yet, but I'm actually not going to be covering the Nerd Rage stuff next year. I gave it a good hard long think, and it's just, paper Magic events suck. They really do. They're crap for coverage compared to digital. Just like the amount of energy I was going to have to expend. What happened to this stream? Look, this is thoroughly net decked. I guess this one's not quite net decked, right? I guess it depends on like what your definition of net deck is. Because like I've worked on this archetype a good bit. Play this out past the turn. You know, maybe I should play this out because I know about it. This used to be a meme stream. We're gonna play Oops All Spells after this, I promise. It's another Council's Judgment, sure. I'm gonna hold on to this Bolt for now because, we can draw Brainstorm here. That would be great. Force of Will. I guess I'm just playing this Tombstalker, right? There are not Dark Confidants in this deck. It's unfortunate, I know. I get counterspelled here and feel real bad about myself. Well, I guess it's possible they would have counterspelled this Force. So you want to dodge like Snapcaster Mage now, because they could snap Council's Judgment this. They have another Terminus in their hand maybe here. I think Tombstalker is very good in this deck. That's really unfortunate that I didn't play this land out. Although they probably would have just plotted on their turn had I played the land out, right? Nope. Yeah, I'm just gonna pay health here. Snapcaster double force, alright. Trying to snap counterspell this. Oh, targeting Brainstorm, sure. I think I'm still just naming Force of Will here. My name's Snapcaster Mage. I have 4 of those. Nope, they kept a Force. Okay. Guess I should have just assumed they were gonna do that. I almost just named Force again too. It's unfortunate. I think Declan needs a diaper change. Alright, buddy. Change your pants real quick. Your triangles. Yeah, we're slipping pretty firmly behind here now. I think we're just passing, because if I hit one more land, I can like cast this plus this. I think the only real kind of mistake I made this game was waiting to... I should have just named Force with this. Like now I get to do this. Yeah. Wow, they just had 3 forces. Okay, sure. Well, I mean, we're kind of back at parity now, right? Like, it's this and this versus this. And like the tops of our decks. Alright, sure. Alright. Might grind it out here. Our deck has less lands in it, which is a big deal. See if we can flip a Delver. Verdict us away. Sure, yeah. I think with 2 cards in hand, we're definitely ahead in this, right? Maybe I'm supposed to hold that in case we had a second Brainstorm. So you're saying there's a chance. I'm gonna start sending these upstairs. Bolt you. Alright. Need a couple bricks out of him. Predict targeting beam. I'm gonna be so tilted if they hit with this. They also had Terminus here, right? They probably have 2 to 3 Terminuses in their deck. Yeah, Predict and Search is a good combo. We've played the blue-white deck a little bit on stream before. I just drew a single card, God bless. I don't want to send the Bolt upstairs just yet because there's a non-zero chance that like my opponent does that for starters. God bless. Alright, so Spell Pierce is good here. Click True-Name Kolaghan's command are good here. The Pyroblasts are good here. I'm not a big fan of Daze. I'm not a big fan of Force. God, that's such an easy in, easy out. Whoever built this deck was so smart and thin. Sometimes I trim a Lightning Bolt, but just like randomly having Reach is so good in this matchup. Actually, one of the things I like to do this matchup, I like to cut a Tropical Island. I'm going to Surgical Extraction. Tags their Snapcaster Mages. If you Surgical their Terminuses in this matchup, their deck usually gets a lot worse against us, so I'm a fan of that as well. Reanimate in Grixis Delver. That seems like strictly worse than Unearth, right? Almost strictly worse than Unearth. Downloaded Hex last night and just wanted and want to start on the competitive side. If I played a lot of MTG, will my growth be relative to normal? Yeah, definitely. Like picking up competitive Hex is just like learning a new Magic format, basically. You just gotta like learn how the cards work. There are a couple smaller things like remembering what champions do, but by and large, it's just like learning a new card pool. Morning, Jet. Let's take a peekaboo at what they have going on here. Did they shuffle? Did they shuffle that portent? They shuffled, so they don't have a guaranteed land coming. Well, that's great for us. I'm gonna be so tilted when they hit it here. Yeah, that's why I said it's almost strictly worse. God bless. Welcome to Legacy. Enjoy your stay. Alright, that's a pretty good one. Probably gonna Brainstorm here in response to whatever they play. I want to get rid of some of these cards anyways. We could do a Spell Pierce. Wow, we are just mono lands today. I'm gonna keep one of these Wastelands because we'll probably be able to waste them at some point, but yeah, that sounds right, K-Smith. You can Wasteland the Search, you're not wrong. Opponent's up 20 seconds on clock because I had to change a diaper, so hopefully we'll correct that this game. We're gonna correct this fetch and probably just jam the True-Name next turn. They have Pyroblast, Plow, Jace, Counterbalance in their hand right now. Hopefully we just like ride this dork to victory. Well, I guess we could have hit a Pyroblast here too, right? So we had 4 cards that we could hit to counter this. I also just like draw a Pyroblast naturally and blast it off the table next turn. Right on time, Spell Pierce. Right on time. Hopefully they brick on a blue source this turn. That's unfortunate. I was assuming they hit since they... Yeah, this means they get to put Counterbalance into play, which makes our life a little bit harder. Yep. Why would you just play that out? I have this Wasteland here. I don't understand. Maybe they just think they want to get through it for their search. They want to flip their search over. Alright. Well, hopefully we can just beat them down between this and some of this reach in our hand. Really, the real answer is going to be like how good this counterbalance can be for them. Usually they don't have a ton of 3s in their deck. I wastelanded at the wrong time last time, so I'm just gonna go ahead and go to my turn here. Let's go ahead and attack with this. Wasteland this now. This does let them flip search next turn, right? But that's probably fine for us. Yeah, try and dodge a 1 on a counterbalance here. That's a tilt. Oh, this lets them predict too. That's unfortunate. So they have Jace, Counterbalance, Pyroblast. I guess I just let this happen. Unfortunate for me, so I get to pick up 2 cards here. Yeah, right. For the folks at home that don't know why the Spell Pierce is a Kappa, there's a Swords to Plowshares on top of their deck. So they get to counter my Spell Pierce with that off the counterbalance. I guess maybe I should have kept the 3rd Wasteland earlier. With these Tundras, I'm not going to be able to waste them off the Search Froze Canter right away. Yeah, I play more 3-drops than a lot of the traditional Grixis Delver lists. I think Kolaghan's Command and Clique and True-Name are all very powerful cards. You should be playing them. We literally are playing Birds of Paradise in our deck, so like you have time to do things like that. They've been to Volk. Okay, so they hit that. Okay. Yep. So they have Jace, Blast, Swords. No, they played their Swords, right? They still have that Swords in their hand. I feel like they have Jace, Blast, and then Swords in their hand right now. And they chose not to shuffle on the Ponder, so I'm not going to play a 1-mana spell out here. These bolts are real good if we ever get a point in time where they don't know the top card of their deck. So, in response to the Terminus trigger, you can click your opponent. I believe they have Pyroblast here. That fetch is actually good for us because it means they're dead to Bolt plus K command. This is gonna go get a red source for them, I assume. This lets me know there's a 6 on top of their deck, which is great for us. Wait, are they letting this resolve thinking that they're going to draw the other Terminus? Because that's not how that works. So I'm going to target you. And then before this resolves, I'm actually going to go ahead and bolt them. Since we know there's a Terminus on top of their deck. So I'm responding to my own Clicker because we know there's a 6 drop on top of their deck right now. They can go to 2. And then I'm going to put this Terminus on the bottom of their deck. And now they don't get to Miracle the new one. I didn't look at the other cards in their deck. What? They had Plow, Jace, Reb, and then something else. No, you don't actually. Opponent is conceded from the game, yep. I've actually never lost this matchup from the Delver side. So, like, I don't know, like, the blue-white deck, like, if you're a fair deck and you're not good against Delver, I feel like your deck is probably unreasonable. What a great Hearthstone hand. Just, man, if we just like got rid of any one of these cards at random and then like we're on the draw with a scry, I'd like snap this off, right? This hand is much better. Much better. Azcanto was actually really good when we played it, Klutz. After this league, we're going to play Oops. So, you have to play 5. Magic Online locks you into playing five matches with the deck, so you have to play 5, and then we'll get to switch up to something else. My 6 is great. This is my 6. My 6 is amazing. Yeah, I'm probably in the market for a Wasteland. It's good against fair and unfair decks. If I recall, opponent's name is Become Immense Kill You. I think they were playing Infect last time we played, so appropriate username. That's true, or 3 matches if you're losing. Usually we get the full 5 with Delver every time. Force my Deathrite Shaman pitching Flusterstorm. That's aggressive. Still looking like Infect. Main deck Flusterstorm. Green. Wait, green sends anything for something? Green sends anything is interesting. I think I'm gonna brainstorm here. If we hit a bolt, we'll kill this. Didn't hit a bolt. This doesn't seem very good. I guess this just like blocks indefinitely, right? I want the land so I can K command next turn. Kind of want the ponder too. Yeah, I'm gonna throw these two back. Crack this fetch, play the Delver. I might actually just snap off the block here since I have this K command in my hand. How do I feel about blocking here? I feel like I can run them out of threats way better than they can run me out of threats. So, yeah, I'm just gonna block here when they attack. It's like a good conservative block, too. Alright, yep, there's a removal spell. We were looking for a lightning bolt and we basically found one. What do you think of these? Yeah, probably in the market for a Daze, right? No, I just do it now. Just wanna, maybe because I drew the Daze, I could do it in response to them activating it, but I think I should just Wasteland them now. Generally, you don't want to fight over things on Infect's turn. Generally, that's a great way to end up dead. Fighting over things on Infect's turn. Have I mentioned that Snapcaster Mage is great, and you should be playing 2 of them in your Grixis Delver deck? I am really happy with this Grixis Delver 75. 74. I'm not sure if the click in the board is good, but like, every other card in the deck is great, and you should be playing them. Morning Rogue. Really not interested in any of these, would kind of just like some lightning bolts in my life. What are you? Are you lightning bolts? No? Alright, shuffle. Yep. Looking for wastelands and lightning bolts now. I'm so good at Magic, just unreasonably good at Magic. Just what a goddamn professional. Put your clothes on. I can draw Delver and then flip it to Force next turn. Sign me up. It's a fast clock. Zip your clothes up. Hanging naked child. It is cold out. It's cold out, yeah. Your clothes zipped. Idiot. Force of Will, pitching, Spell Pierce, sure. That's good. That's one less Spell Pierce that they have for his Kolaghan command later.
I pick.
You pick? What do you want to pick?
Pick. That's the ghost. Ooh. I just watch these. I just watch. No these. Hey, I pick ghosts. I pick ghosts.
That's something I'd probably be willing to play again, Jeff, but last time we played it, it was not particularly good. Don't daze me, bro. This is literally what you just picked, dude. Invisible Stalker with prowess and infect. Okay. This matchup's really good for Grixis Delver, in case you're wondering. Like most matchups in Legacy, this matchup is very good for Grixis Delver. Sure, yeah, you got a Jace. Return you to my hand, shock you. invigorate my Jace. Maybe I should have, maybe I should have forced that? Nah, probably not. What matchups are actually bad? You're a little bit of a dog to lands, but I think with the properly built sideboard, you're actually ahead in that matchup long term. I should have snapped Ponder before I played this Delver, because if I hit a bolt, I should have bolted this. And like we haven't found a bolt in 19 cards, so I'm probably gonna see one. All of the decks that are like genuinely good against Grixis Delver are like rancid against the field though too, so like we got that going for you. Like lands is a dog poop deck against the diverse legacy field. It's got such a bad combo matchup. Look, during undergrad I never took a class that started before 10 a.m. and there was a reason for that. Just like good quality life EV. Stop it. Elves is another deck that has like an okay Grixis Delver matchup, but like it's dog poop against the field. It's just how it is. Welcome to Thunderdome, opponent. Oh yeah, flip your Jace over. Sure. Why not? I have a master's degree in mathematics. During undergrad, I had an education minor. Turbo Depths does not have a good Delver matchup. I don't know who you've been talking to, but they're wrong. A well-built Grixis Delver deck demolishes Turbo Depths. Just the God's honest truth about it. I would love to flip to this Daze. Thank you. And I'm just gonna go ahead and attack my opponent for 5 here because they're dead in 2. Does playing TCG? It does actually. It's a qualification. They don't let you stream on Twitch unless you have a master's degree. Oh, look, you're dead. This and I think Clique's probably pretty good in this matchup, right? Ancient Grudge seems fine. I think Edict is okay. I feel like it could go either way on that one. Grim Lavamancer and Pyroblast are A++. I feel like Cabal Therapy is kind of a trap in this matchup. This is another matchup where Tombstalker is just much better than the other options. This is something you want to make sure you do in Grixis Delver a lot. If you don't need to gain health, cut the Trop out of your deck. I think the Clique's better than this True-Name. Got a Daze on the draw, leaving the forces. I keep, and you'll notice if you're following the stream here, you'll notice I keep saying a well-built Grixis Delver deck because there are a lot of people that play Grixis variations of Grixis Delver that I personally think are dog poop. I personally think a lot of the builds people play are dog poop. I think it's probably fine, right? It's got like, I guess this is bad against a fast combo, but I guess I could just block a Glistener Elf. I'm gonna keep. Like, there are people that don't play Cabal Therapies in their main deck. There are people that don't play Kolaghan's commands in their 75. There are people who don't play a 19th land, so they get mana screwed a bunch. Just like there are so many little things you can do to make sure that your deck that's the best deck in the format is going to be good. So many little things. No, those are random cutout squares, Burgle. Christy is going to be hanging some stuff behind me, and she was spacing it out using those. You can Daze my Delver? That sounds great. Force my Delver. Deal. Cast him to Torak. Go. Yeah, because you don't really need Abrupt Decay in your deck. Just like the TLDR. Being postmodern specialist. No, I do not like stifles. So stifles are good against bad magic players and players that got unlucky. People that are reasonable and like have a lot of legacy experience in general are going to be able to play around stifle a lot of the time, which makes it a much worse magic card. I think stifle is great if you expect a lot of your opponents to be apes and you're going to get them, or if like they mulligan and can't afford to play around it. But like I don't think the stifle versions of Grixis Delver are particularly great. No. All right, they only have one card left here, so I'm just going to take this hit. They also didn't Pendelhaven this before they attacked. I guess they could do it in response to this, right? Okay, yeah, that makes sense. And I'm just going to take my hit for 3 here. The single card can't kill us this turn. Stifle's fine in the mirror. It's less good in the mirror now that Deathrite Shaman exists, right? Is the thing. None of these cards are droids I want. I guess I could take this Brainstorm and then grab this fetch land and then shuffle. That's probably fine. If they Daze this Brainstorm, I get to flip my Delver next turn. Hey, Key Command's not bad. So I'm going to throw back this Clique. I'm going to keep this Tombstalker, right? I probably want this Daze in my hand. I guess I don't want this Snapcaster Mage then. Yeah, that's what it is. I guess the Daze is getting kind of dead. Maybe I shouldn't have kept that. And honestly, that's one of the reasons why, like, I really wish they'd banned Deathrite Shaman in this format, is because, like, it removed the best access most decks had to attack Delver on. Like, attacking Delver's mana was supposed to be their weak point, and now we get to play Birds of Paradise. That's also Grim Lavamancer, and it's just, like, completely unreasonable. I think this Delver's on chump blocking duty this turn. I don't think I could reasonably take a hit for 3 while I'm already at 3, because then Become Immense or Vines or Invigorate kill me. If they have the Trample pump spell here, I am just going to die. But I don't really have a line for that. Yep. So yes, this Delver is just going to be a gain 3, gain 6 depending on how you look at it. In fact, it's kind of like double damage. Trigger. Show me lightning bolt. All right. Huh. Do I want to return this or make them discard? I think I want to make them discard. All right, yep, deal. I mean, it exists because Wizards of the Coast is bad at their jobs. Like, come on now. I love when people, like, dance around the idea that there's any reason for things like this to exist other than that R&D fucked up. Like, it's okay to make mistakes, just like fix them afterwards. You have a ban list, use it. It's not complicated. It's okay. I understand mistakes happen, but just like don't leave us rot with your mistakes, Wizards of the Coast. My Kolaghan's command in here so I can snap that back later, maybe. This is my 5/5. My 5/5's amazing. Am I gonna get like double dazed here? Sure. Correct, yeah. If this was just a green creature, it would be significantly worse. Bonder. I mean, like, this means they can never win the game, right? I can't actually cast it this turn, though. Let's just shuffle. They probably can't win the game anyways. We could, like, close. Oh, they're actually just dead this turn, right? It's just like 8 in the air, drain you. I should check for onboard lethal before we do things. We're actually gonna drain out of my discard pile here, just in case they have a Become Immense to void their stuff in response. They can't win. Actually, they can't, because I just can double kill them here. It's dead on board. 12U. All right, good, excellent. No, we're playing Oops All Spells second, Zach. This is we're playing one of them long leagues on these fair interactive decks. You want some more? While we're waiting for the next batch to pop, I'd just like to say good morning, afternoon, and good night to everyone, wherever you're out in the world. Thanks for choosing to spend part of your day here with us. My name is Jeff Hoagland. We're hanging out playing some Grixis Delver and Legacy this morning. We're going to play some Oops All Spells later on. If you're enjoying what you see, please hit that follow button. It doesn't cost you anything. It helps other people find my stuff. If you're really enjoying what you see, please consider subscribing on Twitch or becoming a patron on Patreon. You can also support my content by supporting my sponsors, mtgotraders.com. We'd love to buy and sell Magic Online cards with you. And if you use code Hoagland PayPal at checkout, you'll save 8% on your singles orders there. CoolStuffInc.com buys and sells a lot of cool stuff, including TCG singles. Using promo code Jeff5, you can save 5% on Magic, Pokemon, and Yu-Gi-Oh cards with them. InkedGaming.com would love to help you customize your gaming experience. They do custom playmats, mousepads, sleeves, binders. They really do it all. You can upload your own custom artwork or choose from the wide range of custom artwork on their website. And using code Jeff12, you can save 12% on your orders from them. And finally, SpareDeck.com. They offer kind of a different service. They will let you rent any physical, standard, or modern deck. It's kind of a great service if you're someone who changes decks in paper a lot, or if you're someone that plays mostly online and you're looking to play a paper event every once in a while. I used them a lot when I was traveling for the Open Series, and they have great service, quick and easy. All right, and so the 2040 to start this Grixis Delver League. Just remember, folks, Legacy is only as hard as you want it to be. Yeah, it seems fine. It's a little mana heavy. Like, it's a blue card away from a force. It's got a therapy, death rate. Legacy's been my favorite format for a while. Generally, standard is my favorite format in Magic, but like, WotC's kind of like shit the bit recently on like having their standard format be interesting. So, all right, Goblin Guide me, opponent. Give it to me, baby. Give it to me, baby. All right, Daze entered the revealed zone. It's actually really good for us. And do this. Go get Underground Sea. This here, Deathrite Shaman. I actually think this matchup's not terrible, which now that I've said that out loud, we're probably going to get dumpstered, but there's a second True-Name in the sideboard. I'm going to go ahead and Daze this because it means I can gain life next turn since this will be in their discard pile. But I think Temur Delver would probably be in contention for the best deck in Legacy if they ban Deathrite Shaman, which is fine. I think Temur Delver is a good deck to have as the best deck in Legacy. Alright, so there's a Ponder coming in, so that's fine. Now the question becomes, do I want to Ponder for a removal for this, or do I want to just gain my health now? I think I want to Ponder for removal. We're definitely shuffling that. Probe is not good in this matchup. Alright, we drew a Brainstorm at least, so we've got that going for us. I'm gonna go ahead and Cabal Therapy them here, I think. Probably name Price of Progress. It's a 4 of that they couldn't have played yet. It's either Price or Fireblast. I think I want to name Price of Progress. That probably hurts us more. Of course, they have Fireblast. Yeah, if they'd have hit their land drops, I think I'd have snapped off Fireblast, but it's unfortunate. Alright, then another land. The fact that we were 1 on the draw and 2 haven't been able to find a removal spell for this probably means we're going to lose this game. I mean, you're objectively wrong there to name Fireblast, but you can say you're correct, Ryan. I think you're supposed to name the card you actually care about. And with them on 1 land, I don't care about a Fireblast. Price of Progress is going to do way more to me in the long term. Yeah, we're just dead. Needed to hit a bolt there. Had a lot of looks and didn't get it. Alright, so Probe's pretty bad. True-Name's actually great in this matchup because a lot of the times you want to stick a threat and then ride it to victory. Kolaghan's command is kind of slow. Clique's just another threat to beat them down with. Sorry, I don't handle people that are lippy very well after we get a little bit unlucky. Yeah, it stands fine, right? Trop, Deathrite. I don't know, maybe Harlan. I guess it rebuys other threats that we have. And it does kill their things. I don't know, 3 mana is just like so slow as a removal spell. I guess the fact that it could discard might be okay. You're never activating a Tastiger. Some Delver decks play Gurmag Angler instead of the Tombstalker, but I think the flying is worth it on the Tombstalker. That's why I play the Tombstalker. Also, yeah, Karakas. The Sultai Delver decks just don't have something to flash back the therapy with. Is the big issue. This hand can daze their turn 1 creature and then gobble it up with Deathrite. Okay. I don't think you like this one, but... Hey, Stormy with the brand new $4.99 a month subscription. Thank you very much and welcome. I appreciate that. Subs are the absolute best way you can support my content here. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I mean, like, Landstill's a deck people play. It doesn't seem like a particularly good deck, but people play it for whatever reason. Like, a lot of the decks people play in Legacy are, like, worse variations of other things. Yeah, exactly. And like Legacy is a format where there's a bunch of really sweet things that you could be doing. So like that's why, like, you know, people like doing sweet things. There's nothing wrong with that. Would I play land still? Probably not. That's probably something I'd turn down. We've got enough donation deck lists that I don't feel a desire to play something like land still. We get to force this, which ends up being another plus 2 points of health because it's another creature to eat. Roar. Are you a tiny dino? Can you say hi to the internet, tiny dino? Hey, Emin, with the brand new $4.99 a month subscription. Thank you and welcome. I appreciate that. You're very cute, tiny dino. Another force. That's kind of great. This Wasteland's not particularly good. Yeah. Steve Flogger with the cheer. Thank you. Hello. Looking for a fetch land cheer. Throw this Wasteland back.
That's
sweet. Alright, we hit a true name as well. That's great. So I get to go ahead and go Wasteland back, Ponder back, I think, here. Play this past the turn.
I'll get back. Back, 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 back.
You know what? Turn off auto yields. I'm gonna go ahead and crack this for UC before I let my opponent untap because I don't want them to be able to kill my Deathrite in response. He does have a lot of hair, you're not wrong. You can see here we're on turn, coming into our third turn now, and we still have 19 points of health, so it's a good place to be, believe it or not. I'm gonna force the Searing Blaze, Price of Progress. Yeah, that's actually fine. I don't really care about that. Just 4. Go ahead and gobble this up. There might be an argument for attacking with the Deathrite here, but leaving up Spell Pierce is probably better. So these two together are going to be a very real clock on our opponent here. It's like 5 a turn, plus this Force and Spell Pierce. We're probably going to be okay. If we hit a blue card, we can Force. If we hit a land, we can hard cast Force. So like in a pretty good spot regardless of how we slice that. Do I want to play the Delver out, or do I want to hold it for Force? I think I want to play the Delver out. Horn and Drax. Look, 3 mana Progenitus is fair and balanced. That's all I'm saying. 3 mana Progenitus is fair and balanced. I don't think I want to hold the Delver for the Force. I think I could just race them here. Especially with like a gain 2 on top. Like I'm basically at 17. Stop on my turn so I can crack this fetch after I scry with my Delver. I love this Spell Pierce artwork. It's so great. I get much better than the old one. Searing Blaze, my Deathrite. What if I suggested we don't do that? They have a second Searing Blades here. I'm going to be really sad that I played this Deathrite out, or that I played this Delver out. I'm going to gobble this Goblin Guide up here at the end of turn. Just get my hit points in where I can. Someone even donated for us to play this league, Dino. It's great. I like when people send me money to play good decks. It's a gas. So this Deathrite gained us 4. We've got a pretty good clock going here. We have 3 cards left. I assume I'm getting Searing Blazed again here, which is going to make me regret my life decision of playing this Delver out. We're getting popped. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. Worse draws than Daze there. If we flip the Delver, we kill them next turn. I guess fetching means I'm dead to triple bolt. I mean, double Fire Blast isn't that... Oh, they could have double Fire Blasted and killed us? Yeah, that's fair. I could die here. Yep. Am I dead? Yep, we're dead. Alright, good stuff. Can't be countered. Yep. It's fine. We're gonna get to kill them anyways. My favorite magic deck of all time. Probably Teamer Flash from Innistrad RTR Standard. I mean, like, this is like one of the only decks Burn is playable against. You know? That's fine. Yeah, they overkilled by 2. There weren't creatures. Well, the oldest one is in preschool. Declan's only 2.5, so he's got a little while. Dude, you know how the magnet blocks work. You gotta balance them. I wasn't counting. We'd have missed anyways, right? They'd have just killed us the next turn, but you're right. I should have dazed one of the earlier spells. Oh, if I daze the price, I take 2 less. Okay, yeah, that's a good call. I don't think Burn has a good Delver matchup. I think it has a close Delver matchup. Jacqueline, I'm gonna take your blocks away if you don't calm down. I know, life's tough when you're 2. We're very upset. Our blocks aren't doing what we want them to do. You gotta say Kiki Chord. Nope. This is my favorite start. It's the Wasteland you bolt your Deathrite Shaman start. Oh yeah, flip my Delver. Welcome to Legacy, opponent. Welcome to Thunderdome. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Don't play another land. Don't play another land. Don't play another land. Oh, do you have the force? Nope, no force. All right, let's get him. Let's get him. Rats! We're so unlucky they had a land. No, don't kill my guy. Looking for a fetch land. Wow, that's unfortunate. That's like exceptionally unfortunate. Burn's one of those decks that people play because Legacy costs too much money. That's just a TLDR. You'll win games with it. Like, if there's anything I'm a professional at, it's flooding on a 14 land deck. 15 land deck, 15 land deck. Yeah, it's the worst when you brainstorm lock on lands like that too, right? Because like if we hit like a bunch of spells, it'd be like, all right, well we're not shuffling, but we have stuff to do. What is the problem? That's not English, dude. I don't speak Declanese. I don't understand. I'm gonna name Brainstorm. Might as well. Name their 4 of they haven't cast yet. Yeah, I'm so good at Magic. I probably just want to take their true name, right? Probably can't beat that. Okay, Declan, we're gonna put the blocks away now. We're gonna put them away. Alright, so it's their Delver versus us. Sure. It's a little unfortunate because it means that I can't draw a bolt to kill this, but we already played 2 bolts. JK. JK, LOL. I knew that block was there, right? That's the best part about playing Oops all spells is you get to name Abandon Hope on your Cabal Therapies to send a message. And they flip 2 Daze. Well, that's good for us. It means they drew a brick. We're at a good clean 20 here, so like we had like a K command. We're like thoroughly in this game, right? I'm gonna hold this Volk for now. It encourages them to fire off a Cabal Therapy if they have them in the main deck. It also doesn't expose it to Wasteland if they draw one. So our last card is Daze. Write that down. Yeah, me too, Rogue. K command? Alright, sure. Stop on my opponent's turn just in case they have something weird like a main deck Flusterstorm. This guy. Alright, they drew Force, sure.
Yeah, peace.
God, this league's been going on for an hour and 5 minutes. It's so long. K command, please. I need it right now. Or Snapcaster. Probably dead. Just drew so many lands this game. No, I mean that means they drain us slightly less fast. We're still almost dead, right? Dead to lightning bolt. Yeah, right. Less than 20 lands. Ponders, Brainstorms. Alright, I like to grind post board in this matchup. So Dazes and Forces out. Not a huge fan of Cabal Therapy either. Actually, I leave some counter magic in. I'm a liar. I leave some counter magic in. So these come in. These come in. Leave a couple of Dazes in on the play. Yeah, I think I like that. I don't like and people always ask this, I don't like bringing in Cabal Therapy against decks that have Young Pyromancer. I know that our opponent has True Name, but I think a reasonable plan is to counter the True Name or just race it. I don't want to bring in Diabolic Edict against someone that's making a bunch of tokens. Just don't. I think it's like occasionally your cards are going to line up great and you're going to feel smart and thin, but a lot of the time you're just going to feel real dumb. Yeah, it's fine. True Name's pretty good in this matchup. You got get to remove all of the interesting part of the game by taking a look at what's in their hand. It's pretty good. A bunch of threats. Alright, let's find a fetch here so we can go this into this. As good as these cards are, I think I need to shuffle and find a land. Good old Magic Online. Shuffle and don't shuffle. You know, whatevs. What's a shuffle between friends, really? I just play the Magic decks I'm paid to play, Jacob. Just what we do. I have been sent $roonies to play this one, so this is what we are doing. Dollary dues. Another K command. This Wasteland's probably fine. Snapcaster's not doing anything for a while. Close this out. They're still missing their land. So maybe we want to Wasteland them next turn. Bricking on a removal or one drop feels kind of bad. Been sitting for a while. Enjoy the ride, Twitch. Not in a good spot for the rest of this mirror right now. At least they missed flipping this. Hopefully we hit like cantrip into removal. I think I need to pull the trigger on this Wasteland this turn. Oh, they're Wastelanding me. Okay, sure. Why not? Probably want to take me off the red. Really? Okay. Look at that. Just picked wrong, immediately punished. God bless. God bless us, everyone. They should have taken me off the red because that was how I killed their Deathrite Shaman. Or their Delver. Sorry. Oh, let's play Gurmag this turn. Well, I mean, I guess we just hope they don't have lands, right? They probably have some number. I have forces in my deck post board in this matchup a lot of the time. Rats, they drew another land. The fact they drew another land there probably means we're not going to be able to win this. Put myself a little bit too far behind from this true name. We're down to 4 next turn. Yep. Afternoon, Sad Mephisto. And this means that if our opponent hits running land drops still again here after we double Wasteland, and then they're going to be able to stick their true name and eke out these last couple points of damage. Oh yeah, why not? Alrighty. Sometimes you lose the mirror. I think I made a couple mistakes in the second game that match, but the first game we just flooded and died. I'd have to go back and look at the choices I made. I think I was too aggressive with my Wastelands. I should have just like played my own cards out as opposed to trying to get them, but maybe that's incorrect. Play one more match with Grixis Delver here, and then we're going to move on to something that's a little bit more exciting. Play some Oops All spells in Legacy. Do not hang off my desk, child. Oh, tiny child! Tiny child! There is a deck list linked over your stream. If you're on mobile, there's a deck list linked in the information section. Help you. God helps those that help themselves. I think countering cantrips early in the Delver Mirror is great, especially with Dazes and Spell Piercers. Like, your soft counters just get bad as the game goes long, so use them. He is saying yeehaw. That's what he says. He's funny. He's funny! Funny!
I go down.
You go down?
No, I...
What's up?
I didn't.
What's up?
No,
What do you think?
My hands. My hands.
Stream Decker button works perfect here in Chrome. If you're not using Chrome, use a real web browser. Oh no!
Oh no! Her beds? With 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 her beds?
Oh no! Don't grab my face! Don't grab my face!
Her beds? With her beds?
Get some squats here with Declan on. Ugh.
Her beds?
Ugh.
Her beds? Her beds? Her beds? Her
Declan, our opponents are too afraid to play Magic with us.
her beds?
Why do you think they're so afraid?
Her beds?
Look, no one here speaks Declanese but you. You're just talking to yourself. Don't worry, the memes are gonna follow, JMP. There will soon be dank memes. Deathrite Shaman is a meme, that's true. Hey, Soren. I'm glad you're enjoying the stream. Remember, Monday morning is not one of my normal stream times. Usually I'm going to be doing Monday afternoons. But I had something come up this afternoon, so I figured I'd do some stream time this morning instead of this afternoon. Boom. Oompa loompa doompity doo. I've got another riddle for you. Boom 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 boom. Boom 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 boom. Man, these queue times, huh, Declan?
Yeah.
Say, dear Watsy, please make Legacy more affordable so more people will play. Oh no! Don't do it to me, opponent. Oh good, I thought we were gonna stay for the memes and the karaoke, right? It's fine. Not exciting, but fine. Daze 3 drops kind of a non-bow, but got a force 2. Just full screen the dance with the monster, right? You want more of this? The Chex Mix is all gone, buddy. We'll have to get more from the store today. It's a hard knock life. Do you want some cereal? Do you want cereal? You want cereal or crackers? You want cereal? Okay, come on, let's get your bowl. Declan, do not hang on my desk. Declan, here you go, bud. Have some cereal. Thoughts on Legacy Death Shadow? Sounds like Bad Delver. Ancient Tomb Ratchet Bomb. Magic Alliance decided that my opponent's cards just don't have artworks anymore. Sure. Why not? It must be some kind of stompy deck, right? Literal smokestacks, alright. Alright, need a... If we can't jump into a Wasteland here, we could just win the game. It's pretty good too. What are your thoughts on Esper, Deathblade, or Jeskai? I think I would play the Jeskai Stoneblade deck we played last night is like perfectly reasonable. I think it's fine. There might have been merit to just taking this. I don't know, I can bolt this one. Ensnaring Bridge. Well then. Huh. Alright. You're not wrong, Spy. Opponent certainly wants it more than we do. I have one K command in my main deck, so we're gonna keep playing Magic. Your percentage points against random crap artifact decks like this goes up so much by just playing 2K commands in your 75. Also, Null Rod. A plus magic card, Null Rod. Chirp. That's really unfortunate. They just like drew this immediately because we'd have been able to kill them with this card. That really sucks. Really sucks. How do you feel a K command main deck with Ancient Grudge side instead of the second K command? I have a second K command and an Ancient Grudge because these random artifact decks. Again, just like Grixis Delver, best deck in Legacy by a lot. So what a smart deck builder does is they ask themselves, well, what's my deck bad against? What's trying to beat me? How do I make my deck better against those decks? The answer to that question is you want to beat crappy Chalice of the Void decks. So what you should do to beat crappy Chalice of the Void decks is put cards like Kolaghan's Command in your deck. It's like a reasonable magic card that's good in the few matchups that are hard. No, I don't think so. I guess we're not playing this card again, so maybe that's reasonable. I don't know. I'm just gonna concede. We're pretty likely to lose this game. If we could still cantrip. Sounds like a shitty lands deck, which is already not a very good deck. Yeah, so we've got Kolaghan's Commands, we've got Ancient Grudge, we've got Null Rod, let's bring in these Spell Pierces. Lavaman's just good as a way to win through an ensnaring bridge, right? These true names are probably not that great, actually. Cabal Therapy was okay that game, but this deck tends to get their hand empty pretty quick, so I don't think Cabal Therapy is that good in general. I don't think we want to cut Trop in this matchup because I think there's a good chance that my opponent is going to be Wastelanding us. I'm going to cut 2 probes. I don't mind cutting probes against Chalice for one deck, so they're just like more dead draws basically when they get you Chaliced. Let's try this. Let's try this. We have a bunch of ways to take Chalice and Ensnaring Bridge off the table now. Who knows? It's just, you know, one of the upsides, I've said this before, one of the upsides to other people paying for the leagues here is I don't feel obligated to play out games like that. Like, that game's just pure misery, right? Like, it's like plus life EV for me to just be like, nah, let's not play for the 1%er of like finding my one Kolaghan's Command before they find whatever their ass backwards win condition is. Let's just like move on with our life. I'll be a happier person. Zan's great. I mean, if you're in a tournament, conceding is wrong there. It's probably something weird like Staff of Nin. Next turn I get to Wasteland them plus play Stony Silence. Pithing Needle, that's rude. Probably name Deathrite with this. Nope. Costs an obnoxious amount of money to get on the Pro Tour and an insane amount of luck. So, as someone who plays Magic for fun and to not spew a bunch, I don't really play in events that qualify you for the Pro Tour. Named Wasteland. Okay, sure. Let's go. I didn't Pithing Needle our Planeswalker. That's so good for us. These Ghost Quarters are not great for us, though. I guess I'm glad I have a lot of mana in my hand, huh? Sure. Sure, you got Chalice for one. Each player's upkeep, that player taps on tap artifact, creature, or land here she controls for each fading counter on this. Yeah, that's fine, right? I don't really care about that. I think I'm just K commanding. You discard a card, destroy this Chalice of the Void. No, it's just always. So I can tap this as one of the 4 things I tap right now. The little squire that could right here. The little squire that could. Just 17 more turns, Deathrite Shaman, I believe in you. I didn't want to eat the Kolaghan's command out of my discard pile here because we have more than enough lands at this point that if I draw a Snapcaster Mage, I want to snap my Kolaghan's command. Yeah, right? Also, like, I want to get in my chip shots with this while I can before, that's what I'm searching for. Before I can't attack anymore. God, what a... Oh, this is about average for the variance curve, right? Hello? Magic Online? Hello? Magic Online? Do y'all still hear me out there? Am I still connected to the internet? Net neutrality lost, right? That player behavior upkeep, put a set counter Sure. Alright, I'm done. That's just... we're just, you know, that sometimes you have to, like, look at the result of a game and go, this is God telling me to play oops all spells. This is us we're being looked at square in the face and going, it's time to oops people. This is not your calling, Jeff. This Grixis Delver thing is not what you're supposed to be doing with your life. This is what we're supposed to be doing with our lives. It's time to meme, ladies and gentlemen. It's time to meme. Set phasers to meme. Look it, I guarantee you we're not gonna flood out in this deck. This is deck 100% guaranteed. 100% guaranteed to not flood out. I don't actually know that answer. Through empirical data, I am hoping to come to a conclusion on that answer. All right, let's get this. Let's pick this up from MTGO traders. God bless them. If you've never seen this deck before, it's great. It's probably close to the dankest of all the memes we've played on this stream. We're not gonna flood out with lands though. Memeier, I think this is memeier than the People's Cannon. I really do. We played one league with this deck and we 3-2'd it and it felt really good. Deck seems really sweet. We're gonna pop some oops all spells cherries today. How do we win? It's a thing of beauty. If you don't know how this deck wins, I don't want to spoil it for you. You just need to stay and watch. It's a thing. It's a work of art, basically. And we made the deck more meme-tastic. I added the Deathrite Shaman. I cut the bridge from below and added a Deathrite Shaman because the bridges weren't doing anything and the Deathrite Shaman is meme-tastic. Yeah, there's other stuff uploading. And you get to Cabal Therapy, name an Abandoned Hope. Yep, that's true. You name Abandoned Hope and then they concede. It's quite the thing. They abandon hope when you tell them to.